unless you want to, if you keep going to past 10 minutes.
Can someone say that to me again?
Plan for 13 minutes with 2 minutes of comments from us.
Okay, great. Okay. How many minutes is it? Okay. Sounds good. Okay, so we're going to start from the end of St. Robin. So we're going to go to measure 97. 97. So rhythmically, this section is pretty straightforward. There's a couple like times that might throw you off, but it's mostly just do, do. So the important thing here is to make it not pedantic. We want to keep it always kind of swaying. This is like a love song, you know, so we're just going to sway back and forth as we do. Can we just say on do, 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 do. I should pick a different mask. This is not working for me. D-O, do, do, do. When I say that, it comes out weird. Anyway. And we're just going to sway. We're just going to say do, 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 do. I like your love. Good, so we're always kind of like fading back, waving back on these 2s and 3s. Let's all do this on the soprano rhythm, just speaking. At 97. 97. Everyone looking at the soprano rhythm. 1, 2, 3, here we go. Do, 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 do. Just musically express. Phoebus, the loving one, rests. So I want to pay attention to the commas here in the text. The commas are important to the sentence or whatever. So we want to say, we're not going to speak the text yet, but the text would be like leave and root. So we have that rest. The loving one rests. So as we're just still doing it on do, 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 I want to give a little bit of space after anytime we have a comma. Okay? Same thing. Soprano rhythm at 97, but when you see a comma, just like taper off that note a little further. 1, 2, 3, and 5, 3, go. Do, 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 right at, I should have marked in every single bar number, sorry. 102, 102. Where we have these 2 quarters and a rest after. Can you say do, do, do? Your turn. Do, do. Good. Rest, rest. It's just like the end of a love song. It's really beautiful. Let's do it with a little bit of pitch. Let's actually start right on that measure. What was it, 102 that I said? 102. And sing this in your own octave. We're going to sing the soprano line here. So in your own octave, soprano line with this beautiful shaping that we've just been doing on do, do. 1, 2. Lovely. Can we have the tenors at the same spot? So this G is sticky. So let's have the tenors. If you are, yeah, if you're a tenor, sing tenor. If you're a soprano, sing soprano. If you're a bass or an alto, sing whatever part you want. I should have planned that differently. All right, tenors and sopranos. On do, do, do. 1, 2, 3. sit tight, or you can sing the tenor part if you want. Same spot, 1 and 2. 1, 2, 3. Can we tune that last chord one more time? Just sing that last chord. Here we go. 1, 2. Good. Can I hear the altos? Just the altos? Taller? And then the sopranos. Altos, can you match more to the soprano tone here? Good. And then the tenors. A little stronger, everyone. Lovely. Let's add the basses. 1 and 2. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Basses, just by themselves. 1, 2, 3. Good. And you're just gonna be the foundation of that last chord. It's gonna be really lovely. Everyone, 1 or 2. 1, 2. Oh, so lovely. I love choirs. Can we do the last 3 bars at 1 and 5? 1 and 5. 1, 2. Oh, wow, this feels so good. Okay, I'm gonna show you one. Can I hear the tenors and the sopranos? We're gonna go over these parts back to 97. 97? So let me listen to it once. They kind of work, they're almost retrogrades of each other, almost, not quite, or sorry, inversions of each other, not retrogrades. So I will listen. Start with the tenors. Sorry. Let's try singing it. 1, 2. We're gonna stop there. And just notice when you get to that D on the downbeat of 99 that you're kind of blending to each other a little bit more. One more time. Let's do the same thing. 1, 2. Good. That's enough for that. Let's do the basses and altos, listening first. Kind of has a similar pattern as the tenors to the sopranos at the beginning here, almost in inversion of each other for a little bit. Let's actually just do the alto part here because it's quite tricky. 98. 98. 1, Lovely. Good. So there are a couple of octaves. Listen for altos when you have the octave with the bass. Altos? Sopranos?
Yeah.
We're kind of alternating.
Good job, undergrad.
Yeah. Mixed position.
So, starting with some really positive feedback about what we're coming to do really well.
Awesome.
Do I pick people? Or
Oh, go ahead.
I liked how you taught them in the pairs to kind of highlight the duets and how they play together, so I like that.
Thank you.
I liked that you had us listen first and that you were providing the harmonies underneath. It was really nice.
I really appreciated you didn't start with notes and rhythms at the very beginning. You just started with the feel, so that we understood 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 as part of that 3, 4, and then you said, okay, now let's apply it to the notes. I thought that was really smart.
I really appreciate how clearly you speak. You're giving a direction and instruction. Also, I just love your energy. I mean, even though it's been on, I know you're really excited. It's been like a year, but still, you seem to really enjoy this, which is always a good thing, I guess. Yeah, the one thing I would say is I know that there was one point. It's something that Ethan's been really drilling me with this year. Is at that one point where you're like, yeah, tenors and sopranos together. You're like, oh, just altos and basses just sing whatever. You could find a way to be like, oh, all tenors and basses sing tenor, all altos and sopranos sing soprano. That way, every section is doing something instead of just sitting and waiting around.
See, that's what I thought, and then I panicked at the last second, and I was like, is that really uncomfortable to make altos sing soprano and basses like it just range-wise this early in the morning? I don't know. That's why I panicked, and I said, I don't know.
I thought the reason you did it was because these lines are so chromatic and complex that it's just better to have kind of your own line in your head. That was kind of.
Yeah, that was kind of like, I mean, for me, those lines just go together, so it makes sense to rehearse them together, but then I was like, I forgot to consider what I should make the other thing.
So now, any constructive feedback? Oh, or positive, either or.
Yeah, I concur with that. You have a wonderful energy. The only thing I thought was you can actually be a little bit stronger of a leader. Like at one point you said kind of blend in, kind of blend together.
Yeah.
I think you can just use stronger words like you're in charge of this class and you just, say blend, pay attention to your blending or something like that rather than kind of, what I'm
Okay,
saying?
yeah. Thank you, yeah. I think I also was just like, I know what I want them to do, but I can't think of the specific words, so I was like, just blend or something, and I yeah.
On that note too, I think there was a moment where you said, and basses if you want to join. I've been working really hard this year about just being like, all right,
Do what I say.
basses, because they don't, never give your choir an option. Just sing, because some won't, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
There are a couple places where I wasn't clear where you were starting, and so just being really clear on that. And so I didn't want to say anything to stand out, so I just kind of sat and listened until I could find it. But I think that would just be helpful. And then the other thing was, I feel like some of the parts we moved on before we felt really solid, and it might be helpful to do it without the piano, just to kind of see how much we have.
Right, yeah. Thank you.
Awesome, one more round of applause.